Hey there, thanks for being a part of the Christian Media Marketing Show. Whether you are listening or watching the video here on YouTube, we appreciate you greatly. It's an honor to be able to do this. It really is. We find ourselves at Kavanaugh really having to lean in, to go further with a few, to really make sure that we are practitioners, that we are doing what we're trying to share with you, and we're learning from many of you as well. We feel this sense of partnership with many of you who listen or watch this show, and reaching out to us and sharing with us what you're using, doing, seeing. We just really do appreciate it. And one of the things that I hope is that I can continue to do this show. This is the best way that we know how to be able to share what we're learning, or learning from you possibly even, and share with other people. As we do the work of trying to identify and engage seekers all around the world, we want to share with you things that we're seeing or learning. There's some even new things that we're working on, ways to share even more ads, to get to crowdsource some of this ad creation, or even just the one-to-many that I shared about in last week's show. I appreciate the feedback we've heard. In fact, we have heard from more than one that this is an answer to prayer to them. And if you've missed that episode, let me just summarize it right here. We believe that we can have a team like Kavanaugh running the marketing, running it from websites that we're creating, Facebook accounts, but it can benefit multiple teams and multiple organizations within a country. And yes, there are certain countries that we are trying to prioritize, but we want to work wherever Jesus is not known. And so we would love to talk to you about that. In essence, you get Kavanaugh Media on your behalf to run the ads for you for free. We're going to use software like Echo Global to protect the identity of the responders. We're using tools like Disciple Tools then to see how things are going from online to offline. And what we need are partners on the field who will follow up with the people who are identifying and showing that they want to know who Jesus is. People who will commit to evangelize and disciple these seekers. We also really want people who will partner with us well, which means helping with translations and giving us feedback from the field. One of the things at Kavanaugh Media that we are passionate about is that we don't want to just run ads in a way where there's not people who can then do follow-up. So for us, the strategy starts on the field. But what it means then is that 5 different teams, 3 different mission orgs don't have to all be learning marketing that's constantly changing. And they don't have to all get businesses that are verified and do this. They just need to do what you went to the field to do, which is to tell people about Jesus. In fact, we're hoping to be able to even help on the ad costs. Wouldn't that be amazing? If we can pull this off, if we can get the funders and the other groups and everybody to work together, we may be able to allow teams to just do the follow-up, the evangelism, the discipleship. That's my prayer. That's what I'm hoping for. We're leaning in. We're going all in. If we were playing poker, all of our chips are on the table, and we're standing up right now, and we want to see if the Lord will bless this and if we can partner well with you. So we would love to hear from you. Reach out. You can send me a direct message on Twitter. You can send us a message on our website, but we would love to hear from you and ways that we can partner together. All right, on today's show, what I want to do is share with you one tool that we are using when it comes to Google Ads. Now, Google Ads are their own beast, and in the way that we define it, there is push and there is pull. Well, what do I mean by that? Push marketing are things where we are putting content in front of people and they weren't really looking for it. So when we put an ad on Facebook or Instagram or any other channels that that look like that, okay, that we're pushing content in front of people and then hoping that the algorithm and the targeting, the geographic, the age, the language, all of that will help get that content in front of the right person. That's a push strategy. A pull strategy is where you're trying to pull people from the search results from YouTube or from Google Ads or wherever they might be to your page, your website, to your content. They've already shown their intent. They go on Google searching who is, or how to, or where can I download, or whatever it might be. They've already indicated their interest. Our response there is to try to get them to see our ad and pull that from the search engine result page to our content that we have available for them. So push and pull, it sounds like a martial arts type thing there, all right, a little wax on, wax off, but really it is, when working together, it can be really powerful. And you can use pull and then retarget with push. You could have someone come from your Google ads and then retarget them if you have your pixel and things set up right, even with, say, an Instagram ad later on. But when it comes to Google, there's a lot to it. Keywords, negative keywords, just a lot. It's a beast to really get into it. But it is an important one because the number one search engine in the world is Google. The number two search engine in the world is actually YouTube. People go on YouTube asking questions, looking for content. I spent last night, finally sat down, stopped working for a while, and I just turned on YouTube on our TV in our house, and I watched a bunch of videos over and over and over about tiny homes, about just how people in London and Paris and other places were making these amazing little apartments. And it just kept feeding me one video after the next. I brought the intent. I was curious. I asked the question, and it provided the results. And it worked. My wife and I watched for probably an hour and a half, just these different videos. Really well done. So how do you do that, and how can you figure out what's working? I want to jump in and I want to show you a tool, and we're going to show you the link of where we got it. We didn't create this. We're not that smart. All right, we just research a lot and find things that are working, and then we try to test them for you. And so let me jump into, and I'm going to, let me slide the screen over just a little bit this way. There we go. So this is a heat map that we're using right now in Taiwan where we are testing it. Okay, and so I'll slide it over just a little bit more and so that you can see it. Perfect. All right, so what you're seeing here is a heat map. So this is showing us a heat map of Monday through Sunday, starting at midnight through 11 o'clock at night, of when people, the impressions of our Google ads. So we're running we're testing here, and we're testing this software and these scripts. And so we just started. You need probably 6 weeks of data before you start making any changes. All right, so you're going to see this once you use this script right away. But I would not encourage you to start making adjustments until you have given it at least 4 to 6 weeks. You need quite a bit of conversion data for this to work well. But what you're seeing here on this Google Doc for us is impressions, clicks, the conversions, the click-through rate, conversions, clicks, bidding multipliers, all sorts of information. This is really powerful information here. This is a visual representation of what is happening on your pull ads, on your Google ads. And so you can see here the green being better when it's happening. You have maps that show you what days, what times, what hour of day are people searching for. You can then go to clicks and begin to see, hey, for us right now, and we just implemented this, so we do not have 6 weeks of data on this one, but weekends are being better. We're not spending, I think we're spending like $1 or $2 a day. This is purely a test. But even with that $2 a day, we're seeing the results, and it tends to be a lot more on the weekends, on that Friday and Saturday. We can see how many people then are clicking through. We can see what's happening, what time of day, where these trends are happening. The click-through rates, the conversion rates, and then even the bidding multipliers. And what this is going to let you do is that built into Google, you can't make changes each hour to your budget. But utilizing some of these scripts, there's a way to look at it and to increase your budget by 35%. This is what it is telling you. to automatically adjust your budget throughout the day. And that's one of the ways this heat map can allow you to do it. And then there are other scripts that will show you when to do it and how to do it. And so it just increases your capabilities tremendously. So where do you go to get this? And then how do you implement it? Well, let me show you. So there is a group that's out there, and if you go to brainlabsdigital.com, brainlabsdigital.com, and I'm going to put the link to this on our page notes. So if you go to our Kavanaugh Media site, click on podcast, it'll bring up this podcast. It will show you the link to our YouTube channel, and there will be a link to this script. So this just tells you what this heat map script is, and it tells you what it's doing and how you can use it. Right? All of this information is there. So when you walk through this, then you can get this script. Now, they're going to ask you for your email, and then when you do that, they're going to send you to this page right here. And we'll put this on here, all right? So you can protect your email. We'll put this link to this document on there, and you're going to bring it up, and you're going to copy it. So you would go under File, and you would make a copy to your drive that you have for this script. Once you've done that, and you have the script downloaded, and everything is there, you're going to get something that gives you a script. It's going to look like this. This is the heat map creation tool. This is the actual script that you're going to make some adjustments to. You're going to have the URL there. It even says here in the document where to copy that. All right. You're going to need to change the date on it. You're going to need to change some different variables. And then you're going to go into your Google Ads account, and under Tools and Settings, you're going to click on Scripts. So Tools and Settings, go to Scripts, and then once you're in there, that's where you can add a script. So you would click on this blue button, you're going to add the script to it, and then you can run it. So let me show you what it looks like. Here's our heat map script. Sean at Kavanaugh, he's really our Google guy, was the one that found this and has implemented these tests that we're doing. So when you click on it, here is that data. Right? And so he's gone in, he's made the changes, it walks you through, the document is very, very specific. And so you do not have to be a coder, you don't have to be you just need to follow instructions. And then you would click this, save this, and you have this heat map script that will begin to run, which will then give you this kind of information. And so once you begin to run it, it starts collecting that data, and the longer you let it run, the better your data is going to be. And then after a while, there are other scripts that you can see from Brain Labs that will help you be able to really do far more of adjustments to your bidding based upon what day and even what hour. So it will increase your functionality of Google Ads. All right, so go into Google Ads in your account, and if you're running Google Ads, you need to have them running. This heat map will give you more information about what's working, and you want to do more of that. Okay, and so that's the key there. So we're going to put the link to their page, to the Brain Labs page there, and we're going to put the link to the actual script that you can then copy, right, and be able to do that. And then you will go into your Google Ads account, and you're going to click on the blue, and you're going to add that script, make those changes, and then you're going to begin to get some really valuable information that is actionable data. And that's that key here, all right? So when we're talking about data in any form, if it's just to collect it, and it doesn't give you the ability to make changes or to know what you need to do or stop doing, then it's just trivia. And we don't have time for trivia. We want to be finding actionable data that really helps us be able to know what we're doing and to do more of what's working. All right, and so I hope that you will think about, first of all, using Google Ads in your strategy. I would encourage you, if you're just getting started, just start with push. Just start with Facebook and Instagram. But once you've been going for 6 months to a year, you can begin to really have a better idea about your audience. You'll have your website, places to send that traffic to, and then you can begin to use these Google ads. For some of you in certain locations, this is your main tool, Google Ads. In fact, that may be all you have. And though you can't generate interest, you can't make people go to Google and search more for you. You can make sure that if a person is typing in who is Isa or who is Yesu or whatever language, that they see your ad. So it's a really powerful strategy. People are searching. What are they going to find? And I hope that what they're going to find is a way for them to get to know who Jesus is, to get a Bible, to be connected with someone, and to be able to become evangelized and discipled, to be a disciple who they in turn can reach out to their own family and friends and share Jesus with them. So I hope this tool is a benefit to you. We'll be putting other scripts and tools and things that we've been testing. We'll make sure to include those in the show. We have some different alternatives to Google Analytics that we've been testing. We're going to have that coming up here in the next couple of weeks, showing you what we think of those. And there's one that I think's a real clear winner, especially if you're concerned about GDPR or data privacy. So we'll be sharing about that soon. And we'll continue to update you on the one-to-many. But I hope you hear our heart here at Kavanaugh. We want to partner with you. We want to take the technical stuff and take those stress and those challenges away and work with you to be able to identify and then for you to follow up and to see that we can cross denominational lines and then we can work together so that we don't have to have mission orgs literally running ads that are competing against each other. I think that we are better together, and I think that we can and we should push towards a unified mission work using these tools that are available. So if that interests you, reach out to us. This is not a thing that's going to cost you money. This is a thing where other people are investing in it, Lord willing, but we need you on the field for that follow-up. So reach out to me personally on Twitter if you want, or to us on our Kavanaugh Media page. And until next time, keep pushing forward. Keep trying to figure out, Lord, what do you want us to do? What is it that you're providing for us to do? Be faithful, work hard, pray hard, be good news. And until next time, may God bless your efforts. Take care and God bless.